I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all-the-time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Kingpin, issue number 2. Wilson Fisk has been through a lot in his life, and now he's beginning to worry about his legacy. Will a upbeat autobiography be exactly what he needs to help smooth over his rougher edges with the public? Well, let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? Alright then, so as we join the comic, we check back on in with SARAH Dewey, the woman given the rather uncomfortable job of maybe having to write the Kingpin autobiography. She's not exactly sure if she should, get in bed with a man like Fisk, figuratively of course, and maybe literally. He does seem to be pretty into her. One thing that's made abundantly clear throughout this book is that she really needs the money right now, and in fact, as a mom not seeing her kid, she's hoping that money will allow her to get a better apartment in a nicer neighborhood. In some ways too, getting to hang out with Fisk, getting to know him better, has meant that Sarah's gotten a chance to get a taste of high society, getting to go to all these fancy gala balls and events. Interestingly enough, a lot of these charities and things just so happen to be named after Vanessa, the Kingpin's deceased wife. It's clear that for good or for ill, the Kingpin definitely wants to be viewed as more of a high society philanthropist than a regular crime boss, so much to the point that when Tombstone and Hammerhead, two characters from the Marvel Gangiverse, start trying to remind Big Willie style where he came from, Fisk has no choice but to make a major statement by knocking them down at a big party. This outburst of violence, by all rights, should be the thing that pushes Sarah over the edge of not wanting to deal with the Kingpin, and indeed she tries to sever all ties, but she cannot help but be charmed and intrigued by this dude. It's clear that she's getting to see the Kingpin at very private moments where he's the most human and relatable. In fact, in this comic, we get to see him eat cereal and drink the milk. It's a very small blink and you'll miss it moment, but I think that actually does a good job making a character relatable. I mean, I do that, and if this person does that, then there must be something to them, right? Unfortunately for Miss Dewey here, while she was hanging out gallivanting with the Kingpin to all these high society parties, she missed visitation with her kids, and because of it, her ex is pissed and assumes she's been drinking again. Now at her absolute lowest, and with no other option, she decides she really should just take the gig and write the autobiography that Kingpin wants her to write. But once again, he ends up surprising her with her actions. You see, Sarah follows Fisk on what she believes to be a gangland outing, only to find out that he's actually rushing to a children's hospital that he helps fund. It seems that as a kid, Wilson Fisk took really ill and had to spend a week in the hospital, a fact that his abusive alcoholic father never let him live down, and now Fisk tries to give back. He doesn't let anyone know about it, but he does. It's with this Sarah truly thinks she's found the angle for the book, showing the side of the Kingpin that no one sees. Not the philanthropist, not the criminal, but the human being, the caring side. Yeah, all in all, it looks like everything is heading towards a happy ending. That is, of course, when Sarah returns home and finds a very horn-headed individual waiting for her. Yep, that's right, Daredevil has some words for her. So I was totally blown away by Kingpin number 1, and I'm happy to say Kingpin number 2 is totally a comic that feels like it was written entirely for me. A mature gangland take on the superhero world, complete with characters dealing with very adult and mature situations. We continue to see Kingpin through Sarah's eyes, and that's probably the best way to see him. We're not sure if that by him charming her, we as the reader are ourselves being charmed. Are what we seeing, is it real? Or is Fisk maybe playing the long game and this is all some huge elaborate con? I don't know, but all I know for sure though is that I am absolutely enraptured with this story. It's not explosive, it's not over the top, but I gotta say, as far as understated, subtle stories go, this is probably one of the best ones I've read in a very long time. I hope this becomes a huge critical darling, and I hope at the year's end Matthew Rosenberg gets, some big props for the work he's done here. Also, gotta take my hat off for the art too. It's very Millerian while also being very modern at the same time. Overall, I'd give this comic a very strong 8 out of 10, and I cannot wait to see where they go from here. Now, if you want to know where you should go from here, maybe you should watch another video. I have oh so many on offer from the channel, or if that doesn't float your boat, check me out on social media. You can find links to my Facebook, my Instagram, my Twitch, and pretty much everything else right down there in the description of this very video. You know what else you can find down there? A very special link to Book Depository, my favorite place for buying comic book trade paperbacks. Better yet, if you buy through my link, not only will you be getting yourself a little something, but a small percentage of that money will go to me. So, you win, I win, everybody wins. And until next time, everyone, I've been Cape Joel, and I will see you in another video.